So for me, the story of the rich fool speaks to me about being careful not to focus our mind on material wealth and to be grateful for what God has given us, because everything comes from Him. And also when we are blessed, to remember to bless other people, to share of what God has given us, be it material wealth or talents or gifts. So that's the most important lesson that I drew from that verse. For me, the place of giving in our family life is not only do we share our financial wealth, but also our time with others. It's being there for the elderly neighbor when we are needed, or giving of our time to other people. It's through friendships, through being kind, and also the most important is raising our children knowing the value of time, the value of being kind to other people, of being generous, of being polite at all times, and just instilling these values in them as they grow up. For us as a family, every year we do the Christmas shoebox, and we have two children. We have two girls and one boy, and they will choose what goes in different boxes. So, for example, my daughters will choose a box for a girl in whatever part of the world these boxes are going to, and my son will choose, a box that will go to a boy, and he will choose the different things that he himself would like to receive if he was that child on that part of the country of the world. And the same for our daughters as well. And they love doing this every year, and knowing that they're going to bring a smile to another child in a totally different part of the world. I draw my inspiration from what will Jesus do if he lived on earth? How would Jesus be living? It's from, obviously, from Christ. And a good example for me as well is my dad. He was not a very wealthy man, but he was a very generous man. Such that I remember a story. One day there's a woman who came knocking on our door, and she didn't have any shoes. She'd walked for many miles, looking for food for her children. And when she came knocking on our door, Dad opened the doors and gave her food, gave her water, and also gave her my mom's shoes. I don't know what my mom said after that, but Dad just looked at her and thought, you need shoes. You've been walking for such a long time, your feet. And she just took my mom's shoes, gave them to the lady, and she went away grateful for what this man that she didn't even know had done to her. And I remember for his funeral, my dad, people just talked about how generous he was to his friends, to the relatives, to strangers as well, people he'd never met. He was just giving, he'll give, his time, and he always had a word for everyone, a word of advice for every single person. So that is a great, great inspiration to me. I think giving is for everyone. It's not only through giving financially, but we are all blessed in different ways. We have our talents, we have our gifts, and it's what God has blessed you with. Share that with other people. If it's knowledge, share that with other people. If it's, wisdom, or, anyway, musically, or if it's helping other people, just do that, because we are all blessed in different ways, and we can share that with everyone around us. Yeah.